After the power was restored and a proper blame game was established, few dared to mention the culprit that triggered the chaos. It was the offspring of a sordid affair between trash and a loose and lusty gale, such as a scrap of newspaper fornicating with windblown leaves. Later, a discarded Burger King wrapper joined them in a dirty menage a trois. Conceived at dawn, the trash tornado began life small and lazy enough to be bypassed with ease. By noon, it was a man-sized whirling dervish, and anyone stumbling upon it would have run away. Yet it danced alone, having been born in an abandoned city. The hotter-than-usual climate fed it its first milk, and the multi-state garbage strike offered up hard food. Plain old evil taught it how to walk and talk. At dusk, the refuse-filled whirlwind rose above the confines of the alleyway and floated 20 feet high. It then took flight and proceeded to blow merry hell across the city, picking up more debris and even some misery from the last man in town, a dying vagrant. The excesses of ages had found an ill wind upon which to ride, and it swelled along the path of its world tour. It soon matured enough to be given a proper name, although it was often called out of it by angry victims. The pollution plague, as it was later dubbed, retained a funnel shape, yet took on a horizontal motion. It rotated sometimes as high as the clouds it corrupted, other times dipping vertically to replenish from the ground. The thick, tentacle-like breezes that it extended enjoyed killing birds, preempting air travel, and dropping sickening showers in their wake. In time, the filthy phenomena made its official television debut, after it downed a well-packed commuter flight with the bad luck of flying through it. Mass murdering though it was, the ill wind moved at a pace that could be compared to someone in a hurry, but not too impolite to stop and wave. Not a guest to come empty-handed, it arrived bearing the gifts of acidic rain and a platter of the planet's diseases. If reports were to be believed, it also hosted horrifying and bizarre images within its folds. Most therefore elected not to believe. Though later forgotten, in its heyday the dreadful breeze toured the globe and got rich from the offerings, and with its 15 minutes of fame got all of the media's attention. Yet it was within that misdirected quarter hour that an angry fist rose to pound the very glow from man, simply by turning off the lights. In New York, it's business as usual after yesterday's blackout that many believe was caused by the cyber-radicals Earth versus Man, known for global internet attacks and issuing Mother Earth violations. The sophisticated hackers have been accused of tampering with power grids, satellites, and cell phone towers worldwide, effectively testing out their ability to silence the world as they threaten. Their current demand is for an immediate fix to the debris cloud being called the pollution plague that is currently approaching Manhattan. The group's Twitter messages indicate final lights out on Christmas morning, a lump of coal in the stockings of polluters. A White House spokesman calls it much ado about nothing and urges everyone to enjoy the holidays. Officials are still deferring the outages to the frequent lightning storms and the satellite failures to increased solar wind. Citizens that believe the threats are preparing for the worst, while many are just irritated they can't find batteries on the shelves for their new gadgets.
Hacked in a global cyber war, cities darken as environ-radicals carry out their threats. Blackouts delay the reuniting of a viciously torn-apart family after 30 years who are just discovering the truth of their bloodline.
It's the year of the dragon and darkness pervades. The political order is dominated by a tyrannical aristocratic regime whose primary interest is to crush all opposition to their draconian agenda. Scientists have discovered that the DNA of random youth throughout the world is spontaneously mutating. They call it God DNA, genetic optimal diversity. These young people are feared because their potential can't be measured. Forced to live in obscurity, they create a subculture to counter the absolute authority of the aristocrats. But not even the strongest forces of oppression can stop the evolutionary consciousness which is now emerging.
Ghetto youth rising up.
Chad Trent, orphaned and adopted from a young age, is now an international celebrity with deadly problems of his own. He meets his sister Chi, who invites him on a trek that could save many lives, including his. Chi, adopted into a torturous household, escapes to become a loner with a special gift. She knows her uniqueness but is unaware of a purpose for it. When the blackouts hit New York, the well-supplied survivalist is informed that a lost family waits. Sir, a xenophobic general who stumbles upon a formerly uncontacted tribe during a deployment, inadvertently scattering them, is on a murderous mission. Tracking down to destroy any such anomalies, he enlists his son, a special ops soldier, in his private and unsanctioned war. The chase attracts a menacing band of others, also in pursuit of the elusive family. Daku Crow, the family patriarch from an ancient clan with a message that every man possesses this gifted but dormant gene inside them, as well as a purpose for it. Thought murdered by many, he waits to hand down a heritage. Against the backdrop of cyber attacks, destructive winds, and deadly agendas, they move across a troubled country. In uncovering the wondrous gene called O, they find they are unwitting anti-heroes with a countdown taking place. They attract a colorful cast of others, adding to the drama and danger. The siblings develop their dormant survival skills along the way, pursuing their purpose, even as they are pursued.
This is a mission, so get up, stop sitting. Time for some action, y'all. Get in it where you fit it. And stop tripping, and let's start to uplifting the minds of the masses. Think fast, this is the mission. Get in position and get ready for combat. A fight for existence, so move in for the contact. We moving forward, we ain't come this far to run back. We using our mind ammo, put away your gun.
Now available on Amazon and other booksellers worldwide.